So I'm Resham Kotecha. I'm the Conservative candidate for Dulwich West Norwood. I work for an MP in my day job, and I also work for an organisation called Women to Win to get women into Parliament.
There's a lot of young people out there that view local politics as the epiphany of boring.
Yes.
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
I think it's because actually politicians don't engage with young people in the right way. So I think for me as a young person, I don't really care about hearing about immigration issues or pensions or welfare. What I want to know is how will it affect me, and will I be able to afford a house? Will I be able to have a nice life in the future? I grew up thinking I could work hard, have a job, have a nice life, and then got out of university and realised life is a lot more complicated. So for me, I think what engages with me and what I find young people want to hear when I'm on their doorstep is how will I affect their lives? How will a politician affect their lives? And I don't think politicians as a whole have been very good at saying to a young person, this is what we're doing for you, and more importantly, this is why you should be involved.
What are some of the instances that you've been involved in, whether they're funny or whether they're quite traumatic at a local level, that would dissuade someone from sort of getting involved on a local level?
Oh wow, so many. I mean, generally people are so nice, and even if they hate my politics, even if they hate the Conservative Party, even if they hate politicians, they'll at least say no thank you. But I mean, I've been chased down paths by angry people, I've had things thrown at me. I actually had a dog jump at me so much that I had to run down the path and away, because we've had candidates who've had their hands bitten by angry dogs. So it's just a lot of kind of things like that you don't expect to be so funny, but that really are. We've had someone come in to see me who didn't even live in the constituency but wanted my help theoretically for something I couldn't do, and you kind of have to politely say, I'm really sorry, I can't do that. So it's actually just a lot of very interesting people in different scenarios that you wouldn't see if you didn't do it.
A lot of the things that you were talking about are so unsexy. So do you think that that's a big issue, a massive turn off for young people? They look at, say, an Obama-esque sort of political scenario where it's very much, I suppose in a way that's kind of failed us a little bit, that we look at other comparisons and that sort of stuff. Do you think that that ultimately is the turn off because it's issues like that?
Well, I mean, I never thought I'd spend my days, finding potholes and drawing attention to them for the local council. It's that, I think with every job there's the sexy side and the not sexy side, and yes, the not sexy side does involve potholes or, dog poo. I got called in to someone who thought someone was poisoning their rats, and I had to spend a long time looking for rat poison that she thought her neighbours were putting to kill her cats. So I spent a long time on my hands and knees trying to find rat poison. It's not what I planned to do on a Saturday morning. So yes, I think there's lots of things that puts people off, but actually the unsexy side can still be very important to your everyday life. I don't have children now, and I know a lot of young people probably don't, but one day you're going to want to send your child to school, and it doesn't seem sexy, but it's so important that you have a say on what school access there is. So not sexy, but important.
Is there a way, do you think, that, there's a lot of young engaged people that I've spoken with that feel that they don't really need to go through that kind of local political sort of barrier to get through and fast track all the way up to the top? Do you think it's an essential step that people need to take?
I think it's essential if you want to do the job. I mean, a significant proportion of the job of being a politician, of being an MP, is engaging with local people. You're supposed to represent them and help them with their interests. So if you don't want to do that, and if you don't enjoy talking to people every day, then it's probably the wrong job for you.